Yeah, every month I get 880. That is coming. Remember when I saw that total, I was like, what? They are giving me this money for free without me doing anything, just for me to going to school. This is something big. It was something big for me. So this is the money that they give me on my own account to help me going to school and doing other things. And I'm also working full time. They don't even mind, or they don't worry about me working full time. Hi, welcome back to our YouTube channel. On this video today, we're going to talk about the SUSI. What is SUSI grant and who can qualify for it, and who can apply, and what do they cover actually when you apply. So let's get on to the video. Number one, SUSI grant is like, SUSI is just a shortcut for Student Universal Support in Ireland. So this is the support that you get when you're going to university, when you are studying in university or college. I know some colleges are not funded, but we can get on to that later on, and you can find like on their website, on their SUSI website, or before you do the course, if it's funded or not. But I'm going to try to cover as much as I can on this video today. So number one, let's get on to who qualifies for this, as I explain what is SUSI grant and what do they give. So for you to qualify, you must be an Irish citizen or an EU citizen or the Swiss citizen, or you must have stamp 4 to qualify to get this SUSI support. So if you have your stamp 4 or you are an EU citizen, you are looking to get into university, try to check this before you register, because some people, they conclude that, okay, I do not qualify for any SUSI, then they end up paying for their own fees, while at least they qualify. And this is the video that is going to help you guys. I hope before you pay for your own fees and before you go all out, you might find out this information, because you might gain a lot from it. So I said you should be an EU citizen. Then the other thing, you should be living in Ireland at least the past 3 years of the last 5 years. Does that make sense? So meaning you should have been living in Ireland continuously, in Ireland or in the other EU country, for the last 3 years for you to qualify for this. So if you have lived in Africa for 5 months, for a long time, you might not qualify. So you need to be living and working in Ireland to show them, because they would ask for your previous years tax. Is it tax what? There's a certificate that they ask for, so that will show them that you have been living continuously in Ireland. Then the other thing that they look for is the course that you are doing approved to be funded by SUSI. So the approved courses, there is a list of them. If you go to the SUSI website, which is susi.ie, it's going to show you all the courses that are approved to be done. And also, you can always email them. They respond very fast. If you email them just to ask them about your course, they will respond and tell you if your course is funded by SUSI or not before you start with the course, because you can actually apply for SUSI before starting with the course, so that you can know by the time it's time to go to school, you know if SUSI is funding you or not, so that you can make other means around if they are not funding you. Then the other thing, you should be progressing academically. You should be progressing, meaning if you already have level 6, they cannot fund you to do another course of a level 6. It means you should be doing a level 7. If you already have level 7, you should be going towards level 8. So if you have mechanical engineering in level, you have bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering, then you want now to change fields and go study electrical engineering, which is the same as level 7, which you already have in mechanical engineering. They will not fund you on that, because they want you to be continuing like on your career over changing careers and doing something different. So that's what they look for. And another thing, which this one most people get confused on and they end up not applying at all, is the salary. This is means tested. For you to qualify for SUSI, it's like means tested. They have to check your salary. As I said, that they might ask for your tax certificates and everything. So they want to check your salaries and how much have you been getting the last years. So it's a different case if you don't have parents in Ireland compared to someone that has parents in Ireland, because the whole household income, it's not supposed to be over 115,000. euros. So you like the whole salary in the household should not be getting that. So the best example that I can give, if your father is getting around 50,000 and your mom is getting that, and you are as a student also working, because I know a lot of people that are going to university in Ireland, they are also working. If you are also working and getting 30,000, already you do not qualify to get SUSI support, because the salary income in the house is beyond 115,000. But now, if you are a single mother, whether you are working alone, you are working a good job, you might still qualify for SUSI. Because if you are a single parent, even if you are working and getting paid 80,000 per year, you still qualify for that SUSI, because the salary that is coming in the house, it's still below 115,000. So this is why I'm saying a lot of people qualify for it, but they don't know, and they think that, oh, my salary is too high, I might not qualify. So that's what it takes. You can qualify, just go and try to look for information. Then this, like, the next thing is like, what does it cover? It covers undergraduate courses and postgraduate courses, and also there are some approved courses in certain colleges, but you have to do more research on that part, on which one, before you apply with it. And what are you gonna get onto it? There is normally two streams that they give. So there is a maintenance one. When you are applying, during the application, you have to actually inform them if you want the maintenance or not, because the maintenance is different to the fees that they might pay for you. So there's someone that might apply saying, okay, I just want for them to support me with my fees, my university fees or my academic fees only. If you want only that, you can apply for that alone. But if you also want the maintenance grant is there to support you with everything that you need in the house while you are studying. So this is when you need support on the food, buying food in your house, the transport to go to school. They will also ask you on the form, when you're applying, what's the distance for you from your house for you to go to your college. So they consider all those things on the maintenance grant. Then they will fund you for that. And also they might, it's not always the case, but you should find more information or talk to someone about it if you have. So they also cover certain traveling that you might cover in the course. Let's say, for an example, when you, during your study course, you have to travel. It's like a trip or a school travel thing that you have to do. They might also cover that, but you have to inform them about it. They won't just give you the money for it. So the main one that you're going to be getting, if you just apply generally, the main one that you're going to be getting is the maintenance grant, and for your fees to be covered. So the one for your fees is just going to go straight to your university. They won't give you money on hand and say, go pay your fees. No, they will pay straight to the university. And before they pay your fees, they really want to see that you are attending your course and you are attending your classes. So they might take some time. They might approve you. Of course, you get approved in time, so that when you go to school, you know that you are approved. But then before they pay, they might take some time to make sure that you are attending your course and you are attending your classes. They want that proof. Then from there, they will pay straight to the university. And the maintenance grant that you also applied for, it will now come to your bank account straight. It won't go to the university, because that one is the maintenance grant that you need for your household, whether you need food, you need transport to go to school, or you need to pay for your rent. They will give it straight to you on your own hands. So most people always ask, how much do I get out of all this? This depends, guys. It's different for everyone. It depends on the it depends on your dependence that you have. Like, let's say you are a parent or you have kids, they're going to take that into consideration. And where you live, is it away, is it too far from school, or is it too close to the university? And also, what else do they check? Your salary. If you're already working or you have been working the past, like, they check all those, that okay, your salary was like this and you were surviving this like this before. And you don't have to stop working. If they approve you and they give you your money, they will keep paying you. You do not have to stop working. You can continue working. It won't affect you in anyhow. But then the money that you are getting depends on you and your circumstances. We might be attending same school with the same people. 30 of us might be getting different amounts, while we are all attending the same class and same everything. And also, yes, it also depends on what are you studying. Someone who's studying a different course might get a different amount compared to someone who's studying a different course as well. So there is a lot that they take into consideration. But on this case, I'm going to give you like an example with myself. If you know, I'm a mother, I have 2 kids, and I'm also studying and I'm also working. I won't stop working and I won't stop studying until I get to my doctorate level. So I get around every month, I get 800, and no, not every month, it comes in, yeah, every month I get 880 that is coming into my account. And that is gonna come for, is it for 9-10 months when you are going to school? During the summertime and what, they don't give you money, they only give you for the months that you are going to school. So I get that. So the total that was coming to me, I remember when I saw that total, I was surprised, like, what? They are giving me this money for free without me doing anything, just for me to going to school. This is something big. It was something big for me. And I was approved, or they had approved to give me, it was around 8,700 or 8,800 and something. It was almost 9,000 that Susie had approved to give me. So every month I'm getting 880. Is it 880 something? Yeah, somewhere there. I don't have like the real figures, but I know it's around that. So this is the money that they give me on my own account to help me going to school and doing other things. And I'm also working full time. They don't even mind, or they don't worry about me working full time. And if I pass right now, because of course I'm waiting for my results, and we have exams coming up. If I pass, the next class that I'm going to, they will still fund me, they will still pay for everything, and I will continue getting the money that I'm getting for home support. It might be lower, it might be higher, because they will still, you have to reapply every year. So even if you're doing a course for 3 years, it's not automatic that you're going to say, oh, I applied on my first year, so next, second year I'm covered, third year I'm covered. No, every year you have to reapply, because if you fail, they cut it off. You won't get it until you are ready to progress. So for an example, you can register for your first year, you pass very well, you go for your second year you fail certain things and you have to repeat certain modules. They won't pay for you until you finish with those modules. Then when you go to your third year, now starting third year with the new modules, they will pay for you. So you have to reapply every year. So myself, I'm waiting to see how my results are gonna be. If I pass, hopefully I'll pass, I'm going to the next class, and everything will be paid again. And I have to reapply, yes, but everything will be paid, and I'll continue getting my pocket, I call it my pocket money, because this is like my pocket money. I'm working and I'm managing my own life, but they're still paying me to go to school. Guys, this is a big thing, because not everyone can get it. I know I used to go to college in South Africa. I used to struggle paying my fees and running around, going to do other things, because in South Africa, they have also a similar one, but I couldn't qualify because I was already working. So the South African one, they cut off on a lower salary. But here in Ireland, 115, guys, it's a lot. I don't think I'll get, I think Susie will continue paying for my fees until I get to my PhD level, because I won't get 115 anytime soon. And as much as I don't get it, they will still pay for my fees. So I'll continue studying further. This is like free education for me, and I'm going to use that opportunity. If you are in a case where you can go to school, guys, use this opportunity. You are still gaining something, because imagine they paid your own fees and you are getting 8,000 on top of that. That's a lot of money that you can actually use for a lot of things. So if I was you, I was going to pack my bags and register to go to school tomorrow morning. Bye guys, I hope to see you on the next video. Ciao ciao.